What's up, guys? Michael Edward here, head trader at True Trading Group. Today is August 6th. With this video, we are going to be discussing how to identify institutional sellers on level 2. Today, guys, finishing the day 2 for 2, 2 wins, traded ADTX and traded AVCT, two of the leading small caps from the day today. Nice trades on both. ADTX was my bigger win from today. Called like almost over $2 a share profit on the bulk of my position on ADTX. That's my big winner. AVCT though is where the lesson really lies in this video because I'm going to walk you guys through how to identify institutional sellers. We identified this very early on in True Trading Group. We were able to exit our long positions on the trade with a very nice profit before the stock eventually started to roll over, sold off, halted, rolled over for the whole rest of the day. And there was very specific moments where I was able to look at level 2 and say, wow, there I am. Because I used to be the institutional seller, guys. I used to work at a hedge fund. That's how I got started with my trading career. So I know how these institutional traders react. I know how they act. There's good ones, there's bad ones, and the main difference is, are they lazy with their trade orders? And when institutional sellers are lazy with their trade orders, it is easier for you as an individual retail trader to identify it. So that's what we're going to be covering on this video. So you guys are going to want to pay attention. The only thing that I wish I did, I wish I recorded my level 2 so I could have actually showed you the orders, but nonetheless, I can still just show you and walk you through very easily what to look for, because that's what really the main thing is, what to look for. It's very, very clear. I'm going to explain to you guys in great detail. So what I want you guys to do before I do get into that particular lesson on how to identify institutional sellers on level 2, if for those of you that are interested in getting the entire course curriculum with TTG and the trading curriculum that is available on the website, it's the same information I learned working at the hedge fund. Click on the link in the description below. Use the coupon code TTG820. That's going to get you a 37% discount on a 1-year membership to True Trading Group. So if you guys want all the courses, our simulator, our mobile apps, our screener, our form, all the resources and tools, click the link in the description below. Use that coupon code. That'll get you 37% discount. I don't want the YouTube fam, don't want you guys paying full price. Okay. So let's get into, I'll talk about ADTX second, because AVCT is really where I want to focus this lesson. Okay. First thing on AVCT, big gap up today. Everyone was talking about it pre-market, the huge gap up. Stock fades right off the opening bell. And you have very clear resistance here at VWAP on the stock. Okay. Clear resistance here at VWAP on the stock as we opened up and kind of pulled in and started to drift off that open. And then you get the trade line starts to come into play and gives you an area of support. At this moment, okay, we poke our head up over VWAP and volume starts to pick up. As volume starts to pick up, as we get over VWAP, I take my long position on the stock right here above VWAP. I'll take you guys to my trade alerts on the day. You guys will see here long AVCT at $10.39. And then this is when things started to change. As soon as I had entered this trade, within less than 4 minutes of me entering this trade, I immediately start to identify very large sellers in this trade. Okay. I start to identify very large sellers. And what we're going to talk about now is how to identify the institutional seller. I am not someone that teaches people, okay, if you see a big order, okay, react. If you see a big seller, you automatically get out of your position. If you see a big buyer, you automatically buy the position. I don't believe in that. I trade patterns. I trade setups. I trade levels. I don't think one large order is going to particularly change the direction of a stock, but it's multiple large orders, and it's the reload is what you really need to pay attention to when it comes to identifying institutional sellers. Because what we saw on AVCT, once we popped up here over VWAP, was like a 25,000 share offer came in inside market. Inside market means, let's say if the bid is $10.75 and the ask is $10.85, inside market means the order came inside of that spread. Okay. So you can have a lot of times fake orders or ghost orders, which will be someone that is placing an order with no intention of filling it to try to scare retail. So let's say a stock has resistance at $10 and the stock is moving higher. and this particular trader wants to buy 100,000 shares of this stock, but the stock is moving higher and they want to start to get that stock. They want to buy it at a lower price point. What a lot of times you will see is a fake order get placed at around that $10 level for, let's say, 200, 250,000 shares, whatever. I'm just making up numbers, right? But it'll be a large order, but it'll be fake. It's a real order. The order is actually there in the market, but the trader who placed it has zero intention on ever filling the order. This happens every single day, countless times. Okay, it's technically illegal. The SEC, FINRA have cracked down on it after 2008, 2009. But believe me, it happens every single day, infinite amount of times. Okay, and what you will have happen is, if let's say the stock is 970 bid by 975 ask, you'll have a trader come in and put a 200,000 share offer, something crazy, at $10. It's out of the market. Okay, it's out of the market, but it will put it there for everyone to see, to scare retail traders into getting short in front of that level, and traders that are long, have them sell in front of that level to hopefully push the price of the stock back down, so that that trader can then come in, buy their 100,000 shares, whatever it is that they want to buy, and then cancel that big order, and the stock will then continue to move higher. Same thing happens to the downside. Let's say you have a trader that wants to sell 200,000 shares of a particular stock, but the stock is falling, coming up to a support level. You'll see, let's say there's support of a stock at $5. The stock's moving down to five. It's 520 by 525. That trader will put a huge bid at like 504, show it to the world. All these scalpers and individual retail traders, they all jump in long in front of that trader and say, "Oh, big bid, big buyer, that's my out." And they all get long in front of it. That starts to push the price of the stock higher. Meanwhile, the trader is selling that large position that they wanted to at 550, 575, $6 as the price of stock moves higher, because everyone's buying in front of that big bid. Then once he satisfies the sell order, the trader cancels the big bid, and everyone that just got long in front of him or her says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, where did he go?" Everyone says, "Where did he go? Where'd that big order go? Where? That was my out." Everybody panics. They then sell the stock because that order's gone, and the stock continues to flush and continues to go lower. But the larger institutional trader sold their position at much higher prices by manipulating retail traders to react to an order they place where they had actually no intention on filling. So you have to be careful of ghost orders like that. I call them ghost orders. Some people call them phantom orders. Some people call whatever, fake orders, whatever it is. The order is actually real, but they have no intent on filling it. That's why the order is far away from the market, far away from the inside market. Today on AVCT, what you want to look for to identify institutional sellers is the actions of that trader will tip their intent. And intent is everything. If you see a trader that comes in inside market with a large order like that, 25,000 shares, when the stock was at like 1085, that means that trader wants to get out, and they want to get out right now. They're not putting that order at 11, 11:15, 11:25. They're saying, I want out right now at the current market price. And that order came in. That order got eaten up quickly and got fulfilled. The volume on the stock was fantastic at the time. The technical setup was also very good. So one order, no biggie. I'm not going to worry. Then a couple seconds after that order was filled, another 20,000 share offer comes in inside market. And I go, okay, hold on a second here. That's two large orders, similar size, inside market, within less than a minute of each other. That is a warning sign of a trader that is liquidating a large position. Okay. So when I saw that, I immediately dropped a piece of my position. I took some profit at 1078 because I started to see that. Okay. So right above here, I start to take profits. Then we actually start to move. We move through that level. The volume was fantastic. Heaviest volume of the day. Guys, if there was not a large institutional seller on this name, I guarantee you the stock goes all the way back up to test the high of the day of 13. And I could have sold the bulk of my position up there in front of that high. But that was not in the cards today, because then for a third time, another large over 20,000 share offer came in to the inside market. And at this moment, I came on the microphone in TTG chat and I said, guys, I'm selling the bulk of my position right here. There is an institutional seller on this stock right now. It doesn't matter what the chart pattern looks like. We don't know how many shares that seller's trying to sell. If that order is still there and there's still a lot of shares for sale, it doesn't matter. The stock is going lower. So I'm getting out of this position. And I sold the bulk at $11.14. And then a couple minutes later, bang, the stock completely craps, gives up, pulls in, halts on this downside action right there at VWAP. I get flat my position at $10.44 from the $10.39 entry. So profitable all the way around the trade. Took the bulk of my position off at it was an okay gain. I didn't get the move I was looking for all the way up to the high of the day, but that's not the point of this lesson. The point of this lesson is to help you guys identify institutional real selling. And to do that, now listen, a real good institutional seller is not going to show their hand like that. They're going to sell 5,000 shares here, 7,000 shares there, 2,500 here, 5,000 there, and they're going to get rid of that position in small pieces very actively throughout the course of the day. This trader was lazy. They saw the liquidity. They said, I'm going to take advantage of this liquidity. I'm going to get out of this position right now, and started dropping 25,000 share blocks right into the inside market, just feeding the market as many shares as the market would take until the stock ended up having that pullback, ended up halting, and then just drifted lower the entire rest of the day, and all that volume just completely died. So it was a great technical pattern, but did not work out because of that institutional seller. Okay. And the way for you guys to really identify this, again, is the reload and the aggressiveness of the reload and the aggressiveness of that inside market. Okay. The aggressiveness of that inside market post for that particular order. That's the real thing that you guys need to be looking for, because that will show you the intent of that trader. Now, you never know how many shares are on the other end of that. It could be, that could be the last of it, and the stock can continue higher. Okay, but the trader could also be sitting there with another couple 100,000 shares behind that, continuing to feed the market. And in reality, there's no way for you guys to really know. Okay, there's no way for you guys to really truly know. All right, so that is what I want you to take away from this lesson regarding identifying institutional traders. And then I'll take you guys over to my ADTX. This was just my one trade, my other winning trade where I made the bulk of my money on this one. I actually tried to get long this, guys, right there on this pullback in front of this trade line, and I did not get filled. I missed my fill by about 12 cents between my bid and when that low of that candle was. And the stock just took off. A lot of members in True Trading Group caught this move. I, on the other hand, did not. I did not get filled. Stock pulls back in. We halt. We end up holding the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. There's your 38.2 Fib level. And then we start to get, this is what really kind of gave me the signal here on ADTX. We halted here on the way down. Coming out of that trading halt, the stock was very, very calm and orderly coming out of that trading halt, and the volume was really, really light. You can see very light volume coming out of that trading halt. Usually when a stock falls to the downside, when that stock opens for trade again, you get a big follow through and selling pressure to the downside. You get volatility, you get an increase in volume as all those traders that got stuck in that halt, they all market order out once trading resumes, and you get another violent move coming out of that halt with an increase in volume. But you did not get that coming out of that halt. You actually got orderly trading action, and you got a decrease in volume. So once we start to climb our way back higher and we pop back over VWAP, we pop back over that previous halt price, volume starts to pick back up again. Once volume starts to pick back up again, we get back over VWAP. I'm saying, guys, this actually might look like it wants to make a go at it. I got long right there on that pop over VWAP. Take you guys back to the alerts. Long ADTX at $7.67. And then I just start taking profits as this trade starts to work itself through. We get up there to the high of the day. Right in front of the high of the day is my first take profit at $8.43 for 25% of the position. We halt at a new high. We open out of the halt. We extend higher to a new high of $9.50 and change. And I drop the bulk of my position there at $9.42. I held on to 25% just in case this trade line held, to see if we got follow through up to pre-market resistance was around 10. I wanted to see if we had enough juice to get up towards 10, 10.50. But you guys can see we didn't. We rolled back over. Once we broke back below the trade line, right there is where I exited the last piece of my position at $8.19. Final take profit from that earlier entry at 767. So again, second profit target reached, did not get the third, not a home run trade, but still a nice trade, adding to the day from the little profit that I had from AVCT. And all in all, putting these two trades together gives me a decent day, 2 for 2. And I'm going to go into tomorrow, look to finish the week out strong. But again, the focus of this lesson, I really wanted to be on identifying the institutional seller. I hope this helps. Guys, like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and of course, hit that notification bell and make sure to click on the link in the description below. Use that coupon code TTG8 That's going to get you a 37% discount on a 1-year membership to TTG. That's going to include all of the courses, which is the same course material that I learned working at a hedge fund in New York City. Take care, guys. I'll see you all in chat later.